Bonjour, and welcome to 5 Minutes of French with me, Les Mots. Today we're going to be looking at seven simple verb tenses and the generic form of verb conjugation layout tables that you're liable to see in verb books as you're studying French. These tend to take on a general form that we see here, which lines up the singular pronouns and tenses on the left and the plural on the right. So basically, if you memorize sort of this template, it's good for all of the tenses, whether we're talking ER verbs, IR verbs, or RE verbs, or even irregular verbs. And just to take a look at this, the first tense here is le présent de l'indicatif. So we start with the je in English, I, tu, the informal form of you, il and elle, the third person singular he, she on the left. And then on the right, we have the plural nous, we, vous, you. Vous takes on two meanings, whether you're talking second person plural or the formal second person singular. So in either case, you use the same verb form endings, and then il and elle, plural third person. So each of these are represented for all seven of the simple tenses. As you can see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 following. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at each of these. The first one, of course, we looked at le présent de l'indicatif, which sets the pattern. The first one after le présent de l'indicatif is le imparfait de l'indicatif. I was going, you were going, he was going. The third one, le passé simple, is seen these days only in writing. It's been eclipsed in speaking by the passé composé, which is the first compound tense we're going to look at. So in a coming up video, we're going to go through the seven compound tenses, and the first one of those is the passé composé. You are liable to see le passé simple in writing. Number 4 here, we've got le futur. I shall go, you will go, he will go. Number 5, le conditionnel. I would go, you would go, he would go. And this is, I would go if it didn't rain. You would go if the tire wasn't flat, that type of thing. And then the last two, 6 and 7, we've got le présent du subjunctif, l'imparfait du subjunctif. So these two tenses are somewhat related in that they both use the word that. So this is saying that I may go, that you may go, or for the imparfait du subjunctive, that I might go, that you might go. The word for that in French is que, Q-U-E. So these 7 simple tenses, the best thing to do with these is to just memorize the 7 tenses, get a feel for when these are used, and then start breaking down the verb conjugation endings for each of the uh, pronouns here: I, you, he, she, the plural side, we, you, they. Each of those have their own separate verb endings. And so we're going to, in the next video, begin to decode this for, a verb example. We're just going to pick one and run through that. So I want to thank you for joining me for this video. We're going to look for you in the next video where we're going to continue to build on this sort of fundamental breakdown of the 7 simple verb tenses. So for now, merci beaucoup